Welcome to the Espresso Coffee Academy, and today we're going to be talking about how to make tea on your coffee machine. So you get a coffee machine, but now you have to still take care of the tea drinkers, unfortunately. So every coffee machine is not really designed to make tea, but there are these quick little hacks in order to get your coffee machine to make tea in some shape and form. And I'm going to go through all 4 hacks on 4 different types of coffee machine systems. So number 1, kind of the weirdest hack, but it works, and I've seen it work really well, is on filter coffee machines. Now, filter coffee machines typically have, talking particularly about industrial, commercial filter coffee machines where you have 2 jugs, one on top of another, and the machine is designed essentially to brew 1 pot of coffee. When that's brewed, to put it on the top so you have it on the hot plate, then to brew another pot of coffee so you have essentially 2 pots of coffee ready to go. Now, I have seen people get around that and actually brew 1 pot of coffee, put on the top, brew 1 pot of pure hot water, 4 tea bags, and you have a pot of tea and a pot of coffee. Not designed for it, but it works. That's it. 2, capsule coffee machines. Now, this doesn't work in all capsule machine brands, but a lot more these days are coming actually out with tea capsules. And what's inside the tea capsules, if you're a tea lover, I have to confess I'm a little bit of a tea lover also, but I don't like tea capsules. But my taste might not be your taste. What's typically, not always, but typically in tea capsules is a sugary, powdery type substance, which in a way resembles tea, not exactly, but kind of looks like tea and a little bit tastes like tea. And that's how capsule machines now provide tea through this essential tea replacement. You might like it. They're often quite sweet. If you like it, great. If you don't, then you have to find tea another way. That's capsule machines. Number 3, you have automatic machines. And automatic machines kind of put their foot down and say, we're not doing tea. And what they do, they have a hot water system. That's all they do. They brew hot water. You can make your tea like you do from a kettle, but they're really not designed to do tea. Pretty much all automatic coffee machines have a little grounds container on the top with the intention to use pre-ground coffee for filter coffee and that. And I've seen people try different sorts of powdered tea in there. It doesn't work. It works once or twice, but then your machine gets clogged. So long story short, it doesn't work. If you want tea on an automatic bean to cup coffee machine, you have a hot water function, and that's it. Last type of system is your coffee vending system, and on a coffee vending system you have a thing called venti or instant tea, and this typically resembles something similar to what's inside the capsule tea system, which is essentially a tea substitute. Sometimes they call it loose leaf tea, which is pretty close to a good tea, and sometimes you call a pure powder instant tea, which is pretty far from a good tea. And that goes into your machine just like ordinary coffee goes into your machine or hot chocolate goes into your machine, and allows your vending machine to make tea. The problem why I don't like personally venti is, to me, the taste also is a little bit too far away from normal tea for me. And the second thing is venti is very expensive. So pretty much all vending machines can be configured to dispense everything but tea. So for your tea drinkers that might want hot water or hot water and sugar or hot water, milk sugar to add a tea bag into afterwards, all vending machines can, for the most part, be configured in that way. And that's, in vending machines, typically the best way to get tea out of, rather than going for a powder or instant tea. Hope that helps. I hope the tea drinkers can now enjoy the coffee machine just as much as the coffee drinkers. Thank you. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to learn more about coffee or anything to do with coffee, please hit the subscribe button on your right.